with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Chase McLaughlin kicking off for Green Bay.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. Buying time to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Chubb on the read option. Chubb will have the first down and much more. A solid stiff arm. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 31-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the Bengals' 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He gets away from one. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 95 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. With a catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First down. Here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. Here we go.
A handoff to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Here's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bengals 3.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, Watson steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Watson on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on first. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least
that was
that's
a
start.
gift.
Charles getting the interception here, and look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing
that was a gift.
Yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They
I'm playing. I gotta make it interesting.
To their offense, and what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception.
It feels good to lay the wood, man.
Thinking this game is over.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better. There.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
First down, Bengals.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide from Mixon. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well done, well done, well done.
Great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm sorry, what?
Right down the middle. And
I
cut the lead
I
down
can
to
score
18.
whatever I want, man. I'm not running up the score. No, I'm not doing it like that. I'll chew if you want, man. If you're done, you're done. I don't care. I don't need no stats. No, I'm not trying to rub it in. But yeah, I'll run it out the 4th quarter. All right.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Man.
And last time, one play,
it's all about I'm just trying to win these games. I ain't Devin no more.
That's a good way of putting it.
God.
And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
Woo.
Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Off of play action, it's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Touchdown! That's caught. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and
Hey,
good.
you got 1 pick though, man.
That's
Celebrate that. Another pick? Nah, I might not even throw it the rest of the game. I mean, this is like, I'm not trying to disrespect you, man, and keep scoring on you while I'm up. The game is over, man. It's like, you can't score. Like, it's over. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody, man. You had a good drive.
To start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not
You say what now?
Position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings
I started running though.
Great
You know, I was trying to see what your run
pointed
defense is
out,
about.
not
You got a
in this
leaky
case.
run defense, man, so you got to work on that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Oh yeah.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
To Mixon on the check down. And he works free. And able to
There
get
you
it
go.
across the 20 before they get to him.
Feeding them 2 running backs you got.
First down, Cincinnati.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Of course, yeah. You down, you can go for it. Hey, all you gotta do is pound 4th in the league chat anytime you get confusion. And they'll bring it up. Or not, is it pound? No. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Let's go. He can't pass with no pressure. You can't pass this.
They'll try and throw forward
bro.
with Burrow.
Damn, good shit, good shit. Look at you.
Convert
4th down.
At the 44.
A gain of 12. And the Bengals first down.
I mean, you're not bad, man, but
They'll run on first down.
it's my division, man.
And he can only manage to get a
I said you're not bad in the game. It's just, you know,
up. So both
you can't
teams trade
beat
touchdowns,
me.
and the third is we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA.
No, for real, you good at the game though, man. It's like
Burrow on play action.
Oh shit, that's a dot.
He will find his man
See, this is
Chase
why
complete.
these broken ass
Takes
zones,
this
man.
one
What the
down almost
fuck was
all the
that?
way to the 30.
Okay.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in
All
the win
right.
column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard. And things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That's a really good scheme.
Burrow looking to pass. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14.
Yeah, all right.
This game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
I gotta play this now.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the
I
Bengals
don't know
able to
about
cut
that.
into this lead.
I mean, but you stick with it. You know, that's smart.
Extra point splits the uprights.
I was thinking he was filling himself with the passing. I thought you were going to pass, honestly.
Bengals 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I hear you, man. You coaching right. You might be in the playoffs. I know. Steelers look like we're not going to make it no more.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3 yards remain for second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
And again, it's Chubb. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If he continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame him?
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Touchdown, Browns!
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
42. Bengals 17.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Titans are doing really bad. What? You talking about Rob?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Burrow's throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And what a nice example there. The tight end doing exactly what he needs to do.
No, you know what?
You might finish second. Made sure he secured the catch. And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And then that experience. I don't know exactly the rest of that. Coach, I don't know. He can be good, though.
First down. Here's Burrow.
Damn, he wanted to.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
It's Chips versus cover 4 is broken. It's not, I mean, if I pick cover 3 or anything else, it would not.
Able to draw a bit closer.
And that's just fact. That's Chips broken. I didn't think, I didn't know that he was a Chips runner. I'm just picking coach suggestions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Browns drive about to get started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final 4 minutes and escape with a win.
162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3/4.
Damn, he might have gotten this one lost.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Runs over it. And now running right through it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Good game, man. You gotta play clean, man. You gotta play clean.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.